What's going on, everybody? Woody here, back with another video. Today I want to take a deep dive into classic zombies. This is kind of a different style video than what I normally do. I kind of want to do a video essay style video talking about why I believe classic zombies will always be better than modern zombies and why we'll never get anything close to it. But before I do that, I want to say a quick disclaimer. I know on Twitter there's a lot of people that give each other death threats over classic versus modern zombies crowds, and I just want to kind of say don't do that because I'm making this video. If you like Cold War zombies, Black Ops 4, Modern Warfare 3 zombies, then that's your opinion. You can enjoy it. This is my opinion. If you don't like it, then move on. I am not trying to start any hatred of that kind of sort over an opinion on a video game. So now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into the video, shall we? Let's first start off with some historical context of how zombies became what it is. Zombies as a mode was first introduced in Call of Duty World at War back in 2008. While it began as a hidden bonus game mode, of course quickly became a sensation among players, which it started off as a secret mode after you beat the campaign. Players were captivated by the mix of horror, strategy, and the cooperative gameplay. All that combined made for a very fun experience. The original maps like Nocturne and Toten laid the foundation for what would become the staple in the franchise for many years to come. You know, it would evolve into many other iconic maps. Fast forward today, modern zombies has branched out into multiple subgenres, introducing new mechanics and storylines, some that are fans of, some that are not. While change can be good, it often also risks losing the charm that made zombies so captivating and iconic in the first place. Now that we have the historical context out of the way, let's go ahead and get into gameplay mechanics, shall we? Jumping into the gameplay mechanics, in my opinion, classic zombies to me has always been about simplicity. You know, players start with just a pistol and the goal is clear: survive against waves of increasingly difficult hordes of zombies. The limited perks and straightforward upgrades kept players focused on survival and teamwork, and especially if you're playing co-op, communication was vital, and players always had to strategize. You know, if you're playing Der Riese, you probably camped on the catwalk. The goal is to find the best strategy possible. In contrast, modern zombies introduces a wide range of new mechanics. They have a buy station, armor, the ability to start with like an XM4 when you're first spawning into the map, which makes you pretty much not even have to buy a wall weapon. While these features can add variety and definitely help new players, they also make the game way too easy, which eliminates the challenge of the pure fun of survival. In classic zombies, the focus was fending off the undead, while modern iterations mostly feel bogged down by their complexity. I also want to mention the HUD. I mean, look at this. This is from Black Ops 6. What the hell is this? Why is there unlimited UAV telling me where all the zombies are? Why is there a minimap in the first place? Why can I see where every single thing on the map is located? Why is the game feeling like it needs to tell me I killed a zombie? And what's with the health bars? Look at the simple HUD of an installment like Black Ops 1 or World at War. Look how simple and cleaner it looks. I don't have that stupid minimap and unlimited UAV. My perks are easily displayed in the bottom left. I have to actually find everything on my own, and I don't have that annoying zombie elimination notification after killing a zombie. And more importantly, there's no annoying medals that pop up on my screen like I'm playing Warzone or multiplayer. If I wanted to play Warzone or multiplayer, I'll just go play those. I'm playing zombies for a reason. Modern zombies was just simply better in my opinion. The games back then just played and felt better and more challenging, way more challenging. Next, I want to jump into map design and creativity. Jumping into map design and creativity, classic maps like for example Keynote or Toten or Ascension even are praised for their balanced layout and accessibility, and each map had distinct areas to explore, but they did not feel overwhelmingly large at the same time. They offered enough space to find a strategy without feeling lost. You could do the Easter eggs and know where you're going. Unlike Cold War maps, a lot of those maps are just, you get lost in them in my opinion. Not to mention the creativity of the classic maps. What other game would let you play on the fucking moon, for God's sake? Look at Black Ops 2. We got to kill zombies on Alcatraz prison. What other game is letting you do that? You know, compare it to a game like Black Ops 4 where, yes, there was some creativity like having a map on the Titanic or like a Gladiator arena like 9, but how many of those maps were just remakes like Blood of the Dead, Alpha Omega, Classified, Tagged or Toten? I mean, there's no creativity on that game. And look at D Machine, it's just Nocturne and Toten redone practically. In Modern Warfare 3, don't even get me started on the creativity of that zombies, that's a joke. You just drop in a copy and pasted Warzone map essentially. Another thing that adds to these classic maps is the addition of the classic crew we know as Dempsey, Richtofen, Nikolai, and Takio. Are they kind of racial stereotypes? Yes, but they had their own unique personalities that added to each of these maps. They all had their own unique and funny voice lines that are still memorable today.
The blood is on my face! Oh, it is everywhere! So sexy.
If you told me to remember one voice line from a map like 9 from Black Ops 4 or a voice line from COD World War II, you know, with their crew, I couldn't tell you a single fucking voice line I remember. They were so fucking boring. You don't have to have racial stereotypes and go completely over the top either to have a memorable crew. Look at Black Ops 2, Marlton, Misty, Russman, Stuhlinger. They also had their own personalities and humor without going too over the top with anything. Hell, Modern Zombies and Cold War got rid of crews altogether to replace with boring operators like playing as Captain Price on D Machine that make no sense. Modern maps have, you know, numerous objectives, like the Easter eggs it's just too complex, like the steps, and then they just tell you everything to do, so you're doing all that practice. It doesn't even feel that rewarding. Many players miss the straightforwardness of classic maps, where the challenge was in surviving, and then doing the side Easter egg if you wanted to, not in deciphering convoluted objectives. Next up, I think it's relevant to bring up the atmosphere and the storytelling of classic zombies. Jumping into the storytelling and the atmosphere, in my opinion, classic zombies nailed the eerie, tense atmosphere. Maps were filled with haunting sound effects that it would make your head turn wondering where those sound effects were coming from. At least that's how it was when I was a kid. They featured dark corners and chilling music that heightened the fear factor. Each location felt alive, with its own lore, hinted at through environmental storytelling and subtle details. The connections between maps felt organic. It created a sense of continuity. I think I said that word right. I always struggle with that word. I mean, let's take a modern map like D Machine and compare it to a map like Keynote or Toten.
Requiem Actual, we've reached the target LZ. You have your orders, strike team. Investigate the site. Contain the threat.
Yeah, the power needs to be turned on.
Look at Keynote or Toten, how when you spawn in, how eerie it is. All the information you get is that it is round 1, and all you know is you're in an abandoned Nazi-like theater. Then you look behind you and you see the mysterious writing on the wall that says beware of the 6. You're left to wonder what that means until round 6 comes and your screen turns to fog and you hear the creepy
Fetch me their souls!
and can't help but wonder what happens next until you see the hellish looking hounds coming straight at you. I can still remember my dad bringing home Black Ops 1 on like a day after the release day. I just got home from school and we were sitting there playing Keynote or Toten. It was our first zombies experience because we didn't have World at War when it came out, and I remember we were both surprised when we saw the dogs just spawn out of nowhere. On D Machine, that doesn't happen. There are no creepiness or eeriness. You spawn in with, like I mentioned earlier, with unlimited UAV, everything marked on the map, with Weaver giving you directions, which why the fuck is Weaver in zombies? I have no idea either. Modern Zombies, while visually stunning, you know, it's got better graphics. It often sacrifices atmosphere for complexity. The storylines have become increasingly convoluted, featuring multiple timelines and characters that can leave players scratching their heads. The immersive experience of classic zombies with its straightforward yet engaging lore is something many fans miss. I still remember pulling up YouTube and seeing all kinds of different rumors about the lore when Black Ops 1 first came out. It's something that I miss at. It allowed players to create their own narratives within the framework of the game, fostering a deeper emotional connection. Next up, I think we cannot ignore the nostalgia factor. I think it's important to not underestimate the nostalgia factor. For many players, Classic Zombies represents a golden era of gaming, and it represents my childhood. I remember the late night sessions with my friends and the thrill of reaching high rounds together and the satisfying sound of that round change music as we played through the night. I can still remember being on my last school field trip. We had to go to like this spring camp where we had to camp out in this cabin for like 2 days, and it just happened to be the same week Origins was released on PS3. Yes, I have PS3, not Xbox, don't judge me. I remember being so excited that I begged my mom even to not let me go on the field trip, which I ended up having to go anyways, but I still remember talking to my friends the whole 2 days for hours as we had to camp out about how excited all of us were to play the new map. I also remember staying up until 7 in the morning during summer break beating all of the Black Ops 2 Easter eggs. This emotional attachment obviously cannot be ignored. It's more than just gameplay, it's about memories forged forever. Modern Zombies does have its innovations, but it often lacks the same emotional resonance, leaving many players like me and many other people I know wishing for the past. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was something a little bit different. I wanted to kind of make a video essay type of video explaining why I believe Classic Zombies is better. And like I said in the beginning, this is no way to shit on players that do prefer Modern Zombies. This is just my opinion. It's an opinion video. But yeah, in conclusion, I think that Classic Zombies, both versions have their, their own merits, and they both have their immersive gameplay. But in my opinion, I feel like Modern Zombies is way too easy. I feel like it's not zombies. It feels more like multiplayer and Warzone to me compared to Classic Zombies, which had maps that didn't often hold your hand through the whole process of the Easter egg and just surviving high rounds. You didn't have armor, you didn't have an ammo box, zombies didn't drop stuff, you didn't have the craft table, which I forgot to mention. You didn't have none of that stuff. Classic Zombies was just figuring everything out on your own, and that's why I think people have the memories they do, because how rewarding it was and how much fun it was staying up trying to figure out each map. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think, what your favorite Zombies era is, and if you liked the video, leave a like. If you want more, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next video, and peace.